Music, which is a center for performing arts, a consortium of international musicians who have been acclaimed on global platforms. Grammy Award winners, Oscar nominees, ഒക്കെ ഭാഗമാവുന്ന Ghana School of Musicൽ നിന്നും വന്നിരിക്കുന്ന കലാകാരന്മാരാണ് ഇന്ന് നമുക്ക് entertainment ഒരുക്കുന്നത്. ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ വേദികളിൽ പെർഫോം ചെയ്യുന്നവരാണ്. അവർ ഒരു സ്റ്റാറ്റിക് പെർഫോമൻസ് ആയിരിക്കില്ല, വളരെ ഡൈനാമിക് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു പെർഫോമൻസ് ആയിരിക്കും. കാരണം അവർ മാത്രമല്ല പെർഫോം ചെയ്യുന്നത്, നമ്മളും അവരൊപ്പം ചേരുന്നുണ്ട്. നമുക്ക് ആവശ്യമുള്ള പ്രോപ്പർട്ടീസ് ഒക്കെ നമ്മുടെ തൊട്ടടുത്ത് തന്നെ കാണാം. ഡ്രംസ് ഒക്കെ മിക്ക ടേബിൾസിന്റെ ഭാഗമായിട്ട് സൈഡിലായിട്ട് വെച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. നമ്മൾ എല്ലാവരും കൂടെ ഒരുമിച്ച് ഇന്ന് ആഘോഷിക്കാനായിട്ട് ഒരുങ്ങുന്നു. പൊതുവേ നമ്മൾ ചോദിക്കാറുണ്ട്, വെൻ വാസ് ദ ലാസ്റ്റ് ടൈം യു ഡിഡ് സംതിങ് ഫോർ ദ ഫസ്റ്റ് ടൈം? ആദ്യമായിട്ട് ഒരു കാര്യം ചെയ്തപ്പോൾ എത്ര കാലമായി എന്നുള്ളത്. അങ്ങനെ കുറച്ച് പേർക്കെങ്കിലും ആദ്യമായിട്ട് ചെയ്യാനുള്ളൊരു അവസരമാണ് ധനം ഒരുക്കുന്നത്. ധനം അല്ലെങ്കിലേ പയനിയർ ആണ്. എല്ലാ മേഖലകളിലും ആദ്യമായിട്ട് ചില കാര്യങ്ങൾ ചെയ്യാനുള്ള ധൈര്യം കാണിക്കുന്ന ഒരു ടീമാണ് ധനം. അപ്പോൾ ഇതിലും ആ ഒരു തുടക്കം ഇവിടെ കുറിക്കുന്നു. പയനിയറിംഗ് and peerless Dhanam presents before you an enthralling band from the Ghana School of Music. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a huge round of applause for the musicians up here on stage. Here we go.
Please, we request everyone to come forward, move forward, and occupy the front seats because we have something powerful all the way from Africa for you. So please occupy the front seats, then we can start the musical journey. Now pick up your instruments. Pick up your instruments. Everybody pick up. Now let me hear this. Everybody. 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 Uh-huh. 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 Oh. Raise it up. Raise it up. Acha. Uh-huh. 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 Everybody raise it up. Uh-huh. 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 Acha. Uh-huh. 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 Clap your hands. Clap your hands. Uh-huh. Acha. Uh-huh. All right. Okay. Now, introducing the team. I have Sham here. I have Thomas and myself, George, all the way from Africa. And we are here. Thank you very much. And we are here because of special people like you. All right? So I want us to do this together to remember this event. All right? Let's make this event a memorable one. So now, you are all Africans. Now you are not Indians. All right? So I want to feel the vibration of African music from you now. So now let me hear you. Are you ready? The energy is too down. I want to feel the energy. Are you ready? Bahut, bahut, bahut acha. Now, this team, wait, let me hear this team. Are you ready? Hey. Acha nahi. The energy is too down. Let me hear you more. Are you ready? Bahut acha. This is what I want. So now, I want everybody to repeat after me. All right? Say, yeah! You are the real Africans. Say, yeah! Yeah! Now, say, hoya, hoya! Acha. Now, everybody, take your instruments. Everybody, pick your instruments and raise it up. And this row, you raise your hands up. This row, you raise your hands up. You raise your hands up. Lift your instruments. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. Clap your hands this way. Everybody, 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 everybody. Now, say hoya, hoya. Ata hoya, hoya. Say hoya, hoya. Say ho, ho, hoya. Say ho, ho, hoya. Say hoya, hoya. Say hoya, hoya. Say hoya, hoya.
Hoya, hoya.
Now, keep your instruments down. Now, everybody, raise your hands up. Everybody, yeah. Now, repeat after me. Do this. Everybody, everybody. Acha. Okay, this. Okay, this. Bahut acha. On your thighs, on your thighs. Louder. Okay, this. Acha. Now, when I say Chibilibi, you have to say, hey. You are the real Africans. Chibilibi. The energy is too down. Chibilibi. 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 Now, everybody give me this. Let me see your hands up. Let me see your hands up. Everybody. 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 Chibilibi. Bahut acha. Chibilibi. Acha. Chibilibi. Let me see your hands up. Chibilibi. 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 Acha. Let me see your hands up. Everybody. Everybody. Chibilibi. pick up your instruments, pick up the drums. If you don't have a drum, you can raise up your hand. They will bring you a drum. There are more drums here. Drums. Yes, you give the drums. Everybody pick the drums. Yes. So, if you have a tambourine also, you give the tambourine. All right. So now, this is how we're going to start the musical journey. If I count 1, 2, 3, 4, you rumble. 1, 2, 3, 4, then you stop. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Louder! 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey. Actually, 4, you start. 4, you stop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey. Once more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. बहुत अच्छा. So now, if I ask you 1, you give me 1. 2, you give me 2. All right? Now, everybody, are you ready? Yeah. Acha. Now, give me 1. Hey. You keep the drums in between your legs, like this. Acha. Give me 1. Hey. Acha nahi. 1. 1. 1. 2. 2. 2. 2. 1. Hey. All right. So, you know, as human, our lives are well connected to music. We walk by rhythm, we talk by rhythm, and even the heartbeat. So this is your heartbeat, which goes like pum, 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 pum. So by the count of 4, we're going to start together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Acha. Speed up. No. Bravo. Down. Don't stop. Down. Up. Watch me very carefully. It's very tricky, so watch me. Acha. Up. 1, 2, 3, 4, stop. Now watch me carefully and play according to my foot action. All right? We go. Together with my legs. We go. Hey. Watch me very carefully because it's very tricky. We go. Wait. Let me hear them now. Wait. Hey. We go. बहुत अच्छा है. Keep going. So that means you are not watching me. All right. So now, let me divide you into 2 teams. All right. So this is team A. This is team B. I'm giving beat to each team. You repeat after me. All right. Team B. No, team A, team B. Yeah, team B. Are you ready? Yes. Acha, see the energy. Are you ready?
Yes.
बहुत अच्छा. I love this team. So now, team A. You repeat after me. No, only team A. A. Okay. Team B. Okay, Team B again. बहुत अच्छा है. All right, Team A. I love this team. But this is just the beginning. Team A again. Okay. Team B. Okay, very easy. Okay, Team B. They are right. All right, same thing. Achha. Okay. अच्छा नहीं. Again. बहुत बहुत अच्छा है. All right, once more. Go! One, two, three, four. Now, everybody, rubber, 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 rubber. Everybody, rubber, rubber, rubber. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me one. Everybody, one. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Achha. Clap for yourselves. Now, this team, do this. Look into your palms. Which color can you see? Which color? Red. Red means you have not done anything. All right? You know, African music goes like a triangle. Drumming, singing, and बहुत अच्छा. Clap for him. So, now, we're going to drum and sing together. All right? Now, let me see by hands. How many of you speak Malayalam? Only 3 people. Okay. Okay. Tamil. Okay. Telugu. Okay. Kannada. Okay. Hindi. Oh, so you don't speak Hindi. All right. African language. Hoya, hoya. So all of you speak African language. All right, so let's do this together. Are you ready? I want to hear your voice more. Now, everybody, pick your drums. Give me. two. Now, are you ready? Check, 1, 2. Are you ready? Now, let me hear you. Enough that you make it come up. Enough that you do for you. Enough that you have to be. Enough that you need to do. To make it come, everybody. Once more, and no matter to make it come up, and no bank at the rupo, and no matter the handy could be, and no matter could it do to the one more. Even though Chagara, you vela got him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, do city at night, Damaga, Tera Satina, everybody. One more time. Hey, those it Clap for yourselves. Now, everybody, you keep your instruments down. You keep your drums down, everybody. Now, you rise on your feet. Everybody, you rise on your feet. Everybody, everybody, everybody. Hey, bye, uh-huh. So now, when I say, way, you have to say, hi, way. Clap for him, clap for him. Bahut acha. Way. Hey. Hi, way.
Hi, you baby.
Way.
Hi, you baby.
Way.
Hi, you baby.
Way.
Hi, you baby.
But you know, this is African music. So you can't stand and do hi, way. No. So everybody do this to your left side. Everybody. So it goes like this. Hi, way.
Hi, you baby.
Acha. Then to your right side. Hi, way.
Hi, you baby.
Acha. So let's try. Way.
Hi, you baby.
Way.
Hi, you baby.
Way.
Hi, you baby.
Acha. Now everybody clap your hands. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for your energy participation. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We have to say bahut acha to you. Why don't we all say that together in Malayalam? Let's all say Adipoli together. I'll give you a cue. Adipoli ആയിരുന്നു. Adipoli.
Atipoli!
That's it. There you go. There you go. We have no words to express the kind of exhilaration that we could feel. Thank you very much. Team Afro Drum Circle, phenomenal, phenomenal. He's got a new word. You've given us new experiences. It's just one word that we've given you back. So thank you, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, so how was it? It was Adipoli, no? Acha hai. I think we should use the same thing today. Bahut acha hai. Correct? Oh, that was out of the world experience. Two roads diverged in a wood and I chose the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Dhanam always makes that kind of a difference. I suggest you make it a routine. എല്ലാ അവാർഡ് ഫംഗ്ഷനും ഈ ഡ്രം റോൾ വെച്ചിട്ട് നമുക്ക് അങ്ങ് തുടങ്ങാം. പണ്ടത്തെ കാലത്ത് ഡ്രം റോൾ വെച്ചിട്ടായിരുന്നല്ലോ എല്ലാ അനൗൺസ്മെന്റ്സും. I think we should follow. We should bring back that culture. Ladies and gentlemen, it was such a delight, such a joy to see you all enjoying. We hope the evening further also gives you such exceptional memories. And with this, I extend a hearty welcome to an extravagant award night by Dhanam 2022. Hearty welcome to you. Now you had enough practice of applauding. So ഇനി വീണ്ടും വീണ്ടും ഞാൻ ഓർപ്പിക്കുന്നില്ല. നിങ്ങളായിട്ട് നോക്കിയും കണ്ടൊക്കെ ഒന്ന് അപ്ലോസസ് കൊടുത്താൽ മതി. എക്സലൻസ് അക്നോളജ് ചെയ്യുന്ന ഒരു വേദിയാണ്. So when we acknowledge success, it essentially means that we are also capable of attaining that level of success. So to many such successful ventures ahead, let's begin the award night with a formal welcome note to deliver the welcome address and also give a concise review of the conference. May I invite on stage Mr. Vijay Kurian, the Vice President of Dhanam Publications, the very dexterous Mr. Vijay Kurian. If we could have you up here on stage to give your review and also to extend a gracious welcome to our guests.
My heartbeat is still very high, so it's beating fast, so give me a moment. Mr. Damodar Mall, CEO Reliance Retail Value Format and Chief Guest of the evening, Mr. Bijoy Kurian, Chairman Retailers Association of India, Professor Samish Dalal, Associate Professor, SP Jain School of Global Management, the Dhanam Retail and Franchise Excellence Award winners, distinguished guests, jury members, sponsors, delegates, members of the media, my colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening and welcome to the 4th edition of Dhanam Retail Franchise Summit and Award Night. It gives us immense pleasure and pride to see the captains of retail, industry and senior professionals from across the state coming together on this unique platform to share ideas, trends, challenges and also acknowledge achievers in the industry. During the day, we had an array of brilliant speakers sharing their thoughts and perspectives on the future of retail and the shape of things to come. We hope it has been very enriching for each one of you. This edition of the summit has added significance. Dhanam Magazine, Kerala's #1 business magazine, is celebrating 35 years of inspiring business success. Today, through everything we do, whether it's the magazine and the books we publish, the events we organize, or our digital initiatives, we strive to stay true to our motto of inspiring business success. As the speakers highlighted during the day, the retail industry is at crossroads. While some are registering spectacular growth, many others are struggling to survive and grow. On one side, you have exciting opportunities with new products, new markets, and innovative modes of selling. On the other side, you have fierce competition from large players, fast-growing e-commerce, spiraling inflation, and fear of a slowdown in the economy. In short, disruption has become the order of the day. Now, how to navigate through these challenges and find opportunities to ensure distinct and viable presence in the market is a big challenge that is facing most of the retailers. Also challenging is attracting the new generation to the traditional retail businesses nurtured and managed by their parents for years. It's in this context we are really excited that we have two brilliant minds to share their thoughts on new trends in retail and how business families can cope up with the family business challenges involving the next generation. An IIT Bombay and IIM Bangalore alumnus, Mr. Damodar Mall is currently CEO of Reliance Retail Value Format. Prior to the current assignment, he was associated with Unilever, D-Mart Supermarkets, and Future Group. A brilliant author, his first book, Supermarket Wala, Secrets to Winning Consumer India, was a bestseller. He also received the Retail Icon of India Award in 2018. On behalf of all present here, sir, I extend to you a hearty welcome. Professor Samish Dalal is an expert on family business and an associate professor at the prestigious S.P. Jain School of Global Management. He has closely interacted with more than 800 Indian family businesses and is an expert in the field of negotiation, entrepreneurship, and marketing. A brilliant speaker, sir, we look forward to hearing from you. A warm welcome to you, sir. The stars of the evening, to all the award winners, I extend a hearty welcome. We have here with us today Mr. Bijo Kurian, Chairman, Retailers Association of India, as well as Mr. C.K. Kumaravel of Natural Salon and Spa, along with many other distinguished speakers who've graced the morning session. A warm and hearty welcome to all distinguished guests and delegates, jury members, sponsors, members of the media, and my colleagues who have all made this event a reality. Thank you all for your gracious presence. Wish you all a great evening ahead. Thank you. Now, we did mention that we'll be showing you small highlights of the day. So it does not cover the entire event, but whatever we could capture in a short time. So I'd like you guys to play the AV. The full highlights video will be on our YouTube channel shortly. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you to you as well. Wish you too a fine evening ahead. With disruption being the order of the day, it is only right that we also prove disruptive and provide snippets from the days in just a short period of time. And now that everybody has been formally welcomed, before we begin the session for the evening, I'd like to thank our sponsors for wholeheartedly partnering with us. Our gold sponsors, Jyoti Labs, KBIP and Malabar Gold. Silver sponsors, Mill & Design, Group Miran, Manappuram Group, Brahmins Foods, SPC, Globex Media Hub, Koya Board, Seda Retail, and OH Media Partner Aishwarya, Call Management Partner Vox Bay Solutions, Associate Sponsor, Associate Partner BOC, Business Opportunities Club, Digital Media Partner Sign In, and we've also had the opportunity to have stalls from Sign In, To Do Sales, Zens, Arm Superco Private Limited, Prana Stores, Dizabo, eGet Holidays, Poppies, Koya Board, Indo-Trans World, Chamber of Commerce, Tento, and Jeep. A moment to thank them all for joining hands with us, and with that note of thank you, we are ready to invite the first speaker for the evening. Somebody who's a doyen in the field. He is currently the CEO of Reliance Retail Value Format, and he's also served an integral role in cementing India's most noted retail networks like D-Mart, Big Bazaar, and alumnus of IIT Bombay, IIM Bengaluru. It's an absolute delight to invite on stage Mr. Damodar Mall for a special address. A hearty welcome, sir. Namaste, sir. Welcome. So let's have a hands-free presentation from sir here.
Is this on?
Good to go, sir?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Good evening and namaste. I'm sure during the day today, we have discussed things about retail. To me, modern retail means the physical retail stores as well as digital stores. I'm going to spend a few minutes talking about how to benefit from modern retail, almost exploit the fact that modern retailers like us are creating platforms which consumers like, and how can, as businesses, as young brands, as traditional businesses, what are some of the clues which we can use to actually grow with and grow because of modernizing retail? So we'll share a few points. One, and I've been largely in food retail. So we are supermarket wala. So I will talk in that context. We say people's food habits are changing. They are modernizing. But trust me when I say this, our market is called an emerging market, but this consumer, Indian consumer, and this is not limited to food, Indian consumer is as much emerging as she is asserting. What does that mean? It means, yes, pastas and pizzas are becoming very popular, but they are still not becoming home meals. It means whether you look at and you look around and you see, we are always told as urbanization increases, as more women work, habits change, but when it comes to food or fashion or even entertainment, what do we see? We see an asserting consumer. A consumer that says, I want my tea and coffee boiled with milk the way I like. And the most modern brands in the world have to learn to serve me in that manner. This consumer says, in fashion, I do not like pastel colors. Therefore, give me the Western style tops, but put a paisley on top. Give me colors that I like. It says, I like my Telugu movies, I like my Malayalam movies. Make them modern, make them flashy, add a little bit of Hollywood or Bollywood into them, but give me what I like. So it's an asserting customer. What does it mean? It means to look for opportunities of modern brands to build, modern businesses to build. You don't have to look elsewhere. You probably have to look inwards into your home and say, what all can I modernize? And when you look at that, then you get brands like Nirapara and Double Horse and Brahmins suddenly becoming more and more powerful. And how do you exploit modern retail? I'll keep coming back to how do you exploit modern retail? How do you use modernizing retail? You use it to leapfrog limitations of geography and use people like us, supermarket walas or app walas, to make sure that the Malayali family in Gurgaon also gets its red mutton rice and is able to buy the favorite puttu podi, exactly in the brands that they love. It's possible to do. To do that in the traditional markets would have taken generations to build. But trust me, retailers like us crave for brands who are ambitious enough to go beyond their borders. So that's the way to go. It's not that people don't like modernity. It's not that people are going back to tradition. People want all things they consume, they want them modernized. But you know what happens? Your tradition is my modernity. That's the way India functions. My tradition is your modernity. I will give you examples. I'm a resident of Mumbai. My ancestors come from Rajasthan. But in my home, Pesar Payasam, which is payasam jaggery with jaggery and made with dal, gets more appreciation from my guests and my friends than a tiramisu or a chocolate mousse. In the same home, cholar dal, which is a Bangla favorite, is loved more by the family and by visitors to our place more than metse platter. So for modernity and for novelty, we don't have to go elsewhere. We have to, growing up, I never knew what Onam Sadhya was. There is no way now it's been 8 or 10 years, there is no way I will miss any Onam. I will look for, preferably travel to this part of the country. If not, even within Mumbai, I will always find, I know the story, I know the ritual, I know the spread and the number of dishes, because it might be tradition if you're a Malayali. For me, it is a new celebration. For me, it's modernity. So, cross-fertilizing of each other's cuisine choices, festival choices, and preferences is a great opportunity. It works, and it opens up things for us. Like I said, I equally love selling matta rice in Calcutta as I love selling gulab jamun and rasgulla in Nagarcoil. And we sell serious quantities of that. Use that to discover new markets. I think the steps are, I'm talking about brands that have done it really well, but there has never been a better time in India, because customers, like I said, they want to modernize what are their favorite habits, and the channels are now available. So the best formula to be a successful product and a brands person today is to start with an idea in your local market, succeed with the customer in the local market, become regional, and then learn to work with modern retail chains, regional, national, international, doesn't matter, but learn to work with these chains, because that's the fastest path to go national in today's world. And there are dozens of brands that we work with. They're at various stages. I'm learning to sell whole wheat chapatis to Indian homes. I'm learning that in Kerala with entrepreneurs from here. I'm learning the tricks here. I'm handholding them, first taking them to Bengaluru, then taking them to Pune and Mumbai, and it's the pattern that follows. So these are really good times. We talk about which models are working, but clearly this way of shopping, modern way of shopping digitally or in self-service environments our customers like, and modernizing and branding even something as simple as the batter that we use at home, or even the way we buy our curd that we always have grown up setting at our own home, is what the Indian consumer wants. So I would say let hundreds of these modernizing Indian ideas flourish. It helps us because, like I said, my customer wants it. It helps the brands, which otherwise traditionally in family homes, family businesses have been regional, confined to a few districts or a state. It helps them flourish. And modernizing Indian cuisine habits is something large multinationals and large companies don't get it. Therefore, it's a reasonably protected, strong area. Everybody is trying to make chips and everybody is trying to believe that Indians will eat more and more cheese and pizzas and pastas. Ain't happening. Those are also growing. But if you want to play big in India, play by modernizing what people want and use retail, both physical and digital, to grow. So I just thought I would share thoughts. Any questions if you have, I'll be happy to answer. Thank you.
We'll have maybe one question, sir. Sir has a question there. Yes.
Good evening, sir. Pleasure meeting you. It's a great honor for all of us for your presence here. My question is, as the retail segment is growing in the Indian market, the way the big giants are playing by giving options to the customers, what's your advice to the small retail players? Because as you told, the customer is becoming more choosy. And the options, the way the customized, we need to give the customers the options is getting increased. So the inventory management for the small retailers is getting very difficult. And could you give some guidance or advice how small retailers should look forward in the future?
Yeah. No, interesting and correct. Yeah. But let me put one fact right. Yeah? My family comes from a trading business community. And we used to say, I studied all that, and my elders in my family said, you are getting into a business which the son of the family who does not clear his 10th standard sets up a shop. The important bit is, like in many, many businesses, the days of saying, because I have succeeded doing in a particular manner, because my father or my uncle succeeded, I have the right to succeed going forward, those days are gone. So to believe that I have a shop and I have run it for 20 years, and therefore, how come I have a challenge which is making me sweat? That is no longer valid. That's not the way the world runs today. The market is growing, consumption is growing, but it's not available to someone who is not willing to learn and modernize. So if you are willing to learn and modernize, if you are willing to tune in, I believe small or large is not the issue. The issue is, does your customer see that you are in tune with her, you are responding to her or not? Do you digitize? Do you make part of your store self-service so that younger people find you interesting, irrespective of the size of the store? Do you take digital payments? Have you learned to do business on WhatsApp and home delivery? This is all modernity. Modernity is not a monopoly. Our Indian market is a market where digitization is ridiculously easy and customers are very, very digital literate. Data is inexpensive. So modernity and digitization is nobody's monopoly. So I would just ask as to whether my customer sees me as a retailer who has been part of the neighborhood, also changing and evolving. And trust me, the customer by itself does not like going to big stores or small stores. And indeed, and this, I get paid for studying this, so please trust me when I say this. There is no such thing as an e-commerce home. There is no such thing as a supermarket buying home. And there is no such thing as a kirana store buying home. It is the same home which shops in all different ways. So we have to find our role. Which part of the shopping, which part of the consumption basket do we become and stay the family's favorite is the way I would see. Another practical thing. I've been in retail for long. I have gray hair. My first 2 stores that I started in the suburbs of Mumbai, it's been 20 years and I'm watching the 2 or 3 small retailers who were next to our store, which I launched. And I have only one lesson. Over 20 years, therefore the lesson is really, really strong. I've been observing them, I meet them and ask them how they're progressing. People who didn't change have lost business. People who have upgraded themselves, people who have changed with times, have actually increased their business, actually expanded their, in spite of the fact that very large store is next to them, that large store is flourishing. People have found ways to flourish because they're saying overall consumption in the catchment is going. It's okay if for monthly once a purchase, the families go to the big store and buy, but what they're buying on a regular basis, on a daily basis is our share. We increase service levels. We also have schemes and deals that are going. And you know what those retailers, small retailers tell me? They say whenever these big guys, whenever they give high discount and sell low, we just go and buy the stuff from them and increase our margins. So an entrepreneur is a powerful entity. In any case, half the groceries in India were always home delivered. They were delivered by neighborhood retailers. These days we call it e-commerce. It's the same thing. So the opportunity exists, but it exists, this customer has a choice. So from a lazy marriage, if I can tell in a light-hearted manner, from a lazy marriage, the customer is now in a mood of serial dating. So you got to be well turned out. You got to be in tune with her. You can't take her for granted. I can't take her for granted because small retailers are there. All entrepreneurs in the country are there. Taking her for granted, the by date is over. But there is enough and more business to be had for people who are willing to adapt. Has been my learning, and I've been doing it for 20 years. What was not said is I have a direct interest, and I practice it in modernizing small retail stores. I have done a book, and I've done a series of videos, which are training videos, which are done with Train, which is a retail trust, to help small retailers modernize. I am bullish, and I think I always say that the big modernity story in retail is actually the manner in which the entrepreneur retailers are modernizing themselves. Thank you.
So I think that will be the wrap-up of official Q&A session. So thank you very much. We request you to accept a memento from our side as a thank you. And may I invite Mr. Kurian Abraham, Chief Editor and Managing Director, Dhanam Publications, to present this token of appreciation to our speaker here. It was such a fascinating session, such ingenious comparisons and examples close to home, the cross-fertilization that is much desirable. I think that is precisely what we call as that लेन देन. एक लेन देन तो होनी चाहिए. हमने जो program शुरू की थी वही लेन देन के साथ शुरू की थी. From African culture we had borrowed. So I think that borrowing is already on. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Before we proceed to the next session, just a quick request to our delegates here. Some of the drums have been left behind. So if you find it nearby you, please lift your hand. The volunteers will come along and collect them from you. Just signal to us if they have been left behind, if they are right next to you. Yes, the volunteers are coming around. They will collect the instruments from you. Just wave to us so that we'll know. All right then. We are ready, poised to listen to another session. He holds an MBA degree from the prestigious Queensland University, Australia, has obtained executive education programs, completed executive education programs from Harvard Business School, Wharton Business School, and in fact is an expert in negotiation, entrepreneurship, marketing, and is an authority when it comes to matters pertaining to family business. He currently serves as the Associate Professor of S.P. Jain School of Global Management, the very proficient Professor Sameesh Dalal. Hearty welcome to you.
Can you just check the audio? Perfect? Clear? Super, fantastic. All right, guys, good evening. Can I have a better response, guys? Come on, good evening. Better, guys, come on, good evening, yaar. Better, thank you very much. Ma'am, thank you very much for the introduction. It was wonderful. Absolutely stunning. All right, guys, so, I was looking through the itinerary of the day, and I saw the agenda. My session was to end at 8:15. I'm starting at 8:15. Okay, now I see that a couple of people have started seeing the watch also. Okay, when the Afro dance drum circle was happening, there was a couple of women who were very happy. And the reason they were happy is, ye soch rahe the ki yaar, I was trying to make my husband dance for so many years, I could not do, but this chap could do. Okay, and I was seeing that people in lovely shirts, coats, like doing this and that. It was a wonderful thing. But guys, actually, when I look at business, the markets are making us dance. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yeah, absolutely. There's the chap who's asking that, how do businesses work? How do I collect data from customers, etc.? Anyways, guys, my topic is so much close to me because I had a wonderful debate at one point of time. I can't name the person, but he comes from a very, very big company. And we both were sitting together in, that was, I think, Lucknow. And we both were sitting. And he was talking to me and said, Ke, Samish bhai, what about this retail? I mean, who's going to be the game changer in retail? And I was telling him that the family business is the game changer. And he said, how does that happen? I said, you manufacture steel, you manufacture copper, etc., etc., etc. But the person at the last mile, last place, last point is a person who's a mom and pop store who does the delivery. I mean, that person is the person who adds the top line and bottom line to your business. Yes or no, guys? And in case any of those such retailers are sitting here, congratulations to all of you guys, because you are the people who are going to create this $1 trillion economy that Mr. Modi wants. No, seriously, guys. Because, trust me, it is impossible. I mean, imagine a company like HUL, imagine a company like P&G, who perhaps makes best tomato ketchup. But when it comes to your store and at the last mile village, I don't know how many of you visited. You know, I've gone to remotest part of the country. I've gone to Korba, I've gone to Dasuya, I've gone to such places that you might have not heard. I've gone to a place called Neemuch, which is about 260 kilometers from Indore. And, you know, those places, there are only 2 Kirana store. 2 Kirana store. So technically, if you go by the competition analysis, it's like a 50%. You understand that? I was in Latur and I went to one Kirana store. Actually, that Kirana store is one of my students' relative who runs that store. And they were recently introduced nachos. How many of you know what is the meaning of the word nachos? Guys, how many of you know nachos? Come on, raise hand, yaar. Hello? Guys, do you know nachos? आप लोग जिंदा हो के मर गए? Come on, guys. How many of you know nachos? Yes or no? Just raise hand, yaar. Come on, simple. Hey, no, don't say yes, yaar. Just raise hand. I want to see. How many of you have traveled to Bombay before? How many of you have traveled to Bombay before? Just raise your hand. How many of you took the train in Bombay local? How do you stand in the Bombay local? Correct. Raise your hand like that. No, I know that some of you would also say that we never raise the hand also. Because in Bombay local, many times you don't need to raise the hand also. Okay, you stand like that, also you will not fall. Guaranteed. I mean, trust me. In case you have a chance to board morning peak hour Virar, trust me, you get in, it's a big thing. Anyways, all right, so let's get to this. So I went to this store, and there was nachos, 6, 7, 8 varieties of nachos, and there were dips. What are dips? What are dips? Sauces? No. The retailer there was trying to sell as dips. And there were customers who used to come, see, did not buy. Come, see, did not buy. Come, see, did not buy. Why? First of all, pricing is high. Second, nachos does not digest. Okay, nachos matlab for a Gujarati guy, for a Maharashtrian, nacho matlab dance. So ye nachos item kaisi hoti? I mean, they were not clear about it. This guy changed the concept. He said, triangular shaped khakra. And there are no more dips, they are called chutneys. And now you dip that and then eat. It's a wonderful, different flavor. So now he doesn't sell nachos, he sells khakra, which are triangular shaped, although they're still nachos. Now this is when the retailer at the lowest level tends to understand the market, guys. They tend to understand people, and these stores are not big format stores. They are small mom and pop stores, typically the family businesses, guys. Typically the family business. Ek sawal hai, guys, just look at me. Everybody just look at me. Just 2 minutes, guys. Can't see me? Better. Just see. Somebody was asking in that corner about how do you keep data of customers, etc. What is the staple food of Bombay? Are you sure vada pav? Okay. No, not dahi vada. Dahi vada cannot be here. I mean, vada pav, it's real. Okay, let's understand. Okay, how many of you have eaten vada pav in Bombay? In Bombay, I'm very specific, okay? I'm not talking about eating vada pav in Kerala. That's a chance. Okay, in Bombay. Fantastic. Super. When you eat vada pav, what is the problem? Roadside vada pav. I'm not talking about eating vada pav in, Orchid or Taj or something like that. That's not called vada pav. It's called the bigger brother of vada pav, maybe burger or something like that. Okay, I'm talking about when you eat vada pav, what is the problem? Huh? The hand becomes oily. Very good, fantastic, sir. What's your name? उमर कुमारवेली. Fantastic, guys. Applaud यार. मतलब बेचारा आंसर तो सच बोल रहा है. चलो तुम लोग आंसर नहीं बोल रहे. Okay. So in this world there are two types of people. In this world there are two types of people. The Sajjan and the Durjan. You understand that? Yeah. If you can't, I'll still tell you. The Sajjan, good people. Durjan, bad people. So the Sajjan people, when their hand gets oily, they clean it like that. You understand that? And the Durjan people, when they get hands dirty, they go in the train and push like that. You understand that? So white shirt and like that. No, that's reality. Okay. Now every day morning, I'm going for my work, andheri, get up, go to church, get every day morning. And I can't expect my wife to get up and make my nashta, also my dabba, and also my bacche ka dabba. You understand that? Not possible. And in case she might to do that, I would have seen a reality check during lockdown. You understand that? So not possible. Never ask, never demand also. No, seriously. Okay, because in case I happen to demand, it may be fulfilled one day. But from next day, I have to fulfill a lot of other things. You understand that? So, no. So, I tell her that I'll take the nasta on the way. So, every day morning, there is a fixed vada pav vendor. And every day, I go, give him 2 rupees, take the vada pav, get into the train and eat. And it's not only me. I have a good gang of people who eat vada pav like that. But every day, we have a question to ourselves. The Sajjan and the Durjan. You understand that? And in case we use our handkerchief, then it gets oily. So it's not cleaned every time properly and all that issue. So then we come across a situation, we go to that guy and say, we would like to have a tissue paper. Okay? Guys, tell me what is the cost of one tissue paper? Cost of one tissue paper? 50 paisa. Very good. 10 paisa. Anybody else? Haji? 30 paisa. 35. 25. Ma'am? 10 paisa to 5 rupees. I was waiting for this. Yeah. One of my students came with 15 rupees. Yeah. Then I had to tell, beta, not Burberry. Eh? I had to tell her that we're looking at the vada pav to be wrapped. We're not talking about anything fancy stuff. So we keep it at 10 paise. And this vada pav wala starts giving me the vada pav wrapped in with that 10 paisa thing. Okay, that tissue paper. I ask for extra tissue paper. Will he give me? Yes or no? No. He'll not give me right now. Why? Because he's actually adjusting in his current pricing. Okay, after 2-3 times, whenever I will be going, I will be asking, ek do tissue paper. You know this guy, he maintains a small diary. Guys, pay attention. Just pay attention. He maintains a small diary. Customer 1. He doesn't know my name. He doesn't have to know my name. Customer 1, 2 times asked. Customer 2, 3 times asked. Customer 4, 5 times asked. Customer 6, 2 times asked. You know what he's actually doing? He's actually doing calibrating that how many number of times has the customer asked for extra tissue paper. Based on that, he actually comes up with a new pricing model. So far he was selling the vada pav for the same 2 rupees he started with. Now he comes up with a 3 rupee or a 4 rupee or a 5 rupee vada pav. And then when a customer says, I want to have extra tissue paper, he actually gives the tissue paper. Guys, understand one very simple thing. We use hi-fi ERPs. We hi-fi use different computer systems, try to maintain data of the customer, whereas this chap is maintaining on a piece of diary, piece of a note. Guys, we as family businesses are blessed with 2 things. Blessed with 2 things. One, our ability to reach out and connect to the last person. Our ability to reach out and connect to the last person. We know their choice, we know their taste, we know their liking, we know their capacity to pay, we know what product sells where. Trust me guys, you won't keep anything that doesn't move in your store. And that feedback that you can give to anybody is a huge feedback. You know, many times my retail friends, my dealer, distributor students, my trading students, because I have only family business students. So some of them are into manufacturing, but some of them are into trading and distribution and stuff like that. And then many times people come and say that, sir, I'm in trading, sir. And sir, manufacturing is making more money. So I would like to shift to manufacturing. And I then very nicely smile. Okay, is there a camera that can capture my smile and throw it on this? I want everybody to see that smile. No, I'm serious, guys. Just a smile. And then I give them a very simple line. Okay, forget about what's happened in the recent past 1 or 2 months or 3 months or maybe an year. Rewind 1 year back, and I used to ask my student one very simple question. Tell me the richest person of the world. Anybody? Can anybody tell me the name? Somebody saying Elon Musk and somebody saying Jeff Bezos. Elon Musk तो एक अतरंगी item है, उसको अलग छोड़ देते हैं. Okay? Jeff Bezos, that's what I heard. What is his business? What is his business? Jeff Bezos, what is the business? Trading. He is nothing more than trading. Matlab, he does not do anything, guys. He does trading. He does trading. One of my students is into electrical product distribution, 2,200 depot across the country, serving to 22,000 people. I have one student who's based in a very small town place called Hupri. I don't know how many of you know about this place. It's the north of Sangli. And that's where he runs his store of jewelry, silver jewelry. And his father told me this time, once he admitted, Samish bhai, I'm looking for a huge place. Why? Want to set up a bigger store? No. I'm thinking to buy some more new cars. He has 10 cars. He has 2 Jaguars. And there is no road to drive a Jaguar. You understand that? So he has actually created a separate shade to park his cars. And so whenever I go and meet him, he first takes me to his cars. See the number, see the car, and then takes me to his office. I mean, think about it, guys. Small town, total population, how much? I'd gone to a place close to Chennai. And it's a very small town place. My student comes from there in the business of jewelry. And very small town place. And that boy was telling me, sir, guess karo, what is my estimated turnover? And looking at the place, looking at the environment, I was very, very afraid, but I still made a guess. And I'm not talking at current price levels. I'm talking about 2009-10. And I said, 40 crores. And he said, sir, last year we crossed 80 crores. Last year. The power of reaching to the last mile, power of reaching to the last person is what a family business possesses. And that local connect, guys, do not forget. What you can give to big companies, big manufacturers, even designers, is not somebody else can give. So understand one point of strength that you guys have, that you are the true nation builders. The last mile delivery that you can do, last mile servicing that you can do is amazing. Am I making sense to you guys? Yes or no? Can't see response, guys. Yes or no? Yes. All right. I know I am in between the session ending and entertainment program and the award night. I understand that. Okay. And that's how we set up the schedule also. So the entertainment night is coming in between, but you have to, at least. You know, he already told me that you cut your session also. But I am a professor, 90 minutes done. You understand that? And it is good they don't have a PPT and a whiteboard. Otherwise, 120 minutes are done. Eh? Okay. And at the end, I will give you a question paper to answer also. Once you answer that correctly, then you can allow to go for drinks and food. You understand that very clearly. Okay. And yeah, I know I'm in Cochin, so therefore I use the word drinks first. I had done a program in Cochin about 4 years back. And the day before the program, my students in Kochi invited me to one of their places. And they had a huge bar and that much to eat. And then next day they were supposed to be sane to attend my class. So then I told them, we'll start the class half an hour late. He said, sir, make it 2. Okay. All right. So, guys, I understand that I'm right in the middle of something, but I want you guys to pay attention because I want you to guys recognize your strength. I know that what you have. The only thing is that nobody come and told you that this is what you possess. So just recognize that, guys. This is a wonderful platform. I sincerely appreciate Kurianji for setting up this whole thing. Because not that very easily people talk about bringing out the retail or the power of retail or the power of family business. Anyways, I had only 2 submissions. One of them is done. That the family business people are the people who reach to the last mile, who can connect to the last mile, who know the taste, choice, preference, buying power, capacity, etc. I mean, they know what you like, they know what you don't like, all right? And I mean, the capacity at which you can recognize their needs is amazing. So that's my first submission. But that was for the FMCG product. I'm coming to the next step. And now my next step is talking about consumer durables and finance. One of my students is based in Jaipur. And in Jaipur, he runs a finance company, giving loans only and only to farm segment people. When they started with only 2-wheeler, tempo, and tractor loans. And then they went further for housing loans, etc. And I told him that, how did you started developing that? Now he gave me a superb answer. He said, sir, now I have not developed that only. I give them loan for marriage. I give them loan for crop. I give them loan for this, that, etc. A huge list comes up. The question, guys, in a consumer durable and finance type of last mile, you tend to know your customer even for 1 generation to 2nd generation. You tend to know them even better because their connectivity with you remains for long. And more importantly, you tend to know the issues there. I don't know how many of you know, but there was a pump company called Grundfos. Does anybody know about that? Grundfos is still there, right? So when they were setting up their retail and they were distributing it, it was done through obviously the family business network, I mean obviously the distributor dealer. They were doing somewhere in Bombay. And the moment they started using the pump, there was an issue. And that issue was that it was Grundfos or some other company, I'm trying to recall the name. But otherwise, the problem, let's understand that. There was aberration because of some sand coming in or something like that. The feedback came to them that we have to remove the steel part, we might have to put the plastic thing so that the aberration is minimized. The feedback was not given by some just like 1 or 2 people, but a group of people. Who were those group of people? They were the ones who were executing at the last stage where people are interacting directly with the consumer. Directly with the consumer. Today's retailer, especially the family business people who are going so much in detail, have the capacity to interact not only with the customer, but the consumer. Okay? Guys, just 2 minutes, I will take very important point. Just look at me, guys. Just look at me. About 2 days back, or maybe 3 days back, I read in a newspaper. I don't know exactly the newspaper, but I read that. So all the people born after 2010, 2010, 2010 के बाद पैदा हुए बच्चों की बात हो रही है. They were 80% of the sales. So the total sales that I'm talking about is a number. I'm going to give you the number a little later. Of that total number, 80% of sales was influenced by this group of people who are currently only 12 years of age. And it is exactly 2010 born to today. Maybe after that is not exactly 12 also. They are 10 or maybe 8 or like that. The value of that sales or the turnover or the volume of business was $40.5 billion. 80% of that was influenced by this age group. It's the Gen Alpha. It's the Gen Alpha. My cousin brother, he's recently become a father. So actually, that his son is Mera Bhatija. And he's 3 months old. 3 months. And अगले 3 साल के बाद I'll become 50. मेरे को उसको देख के ऐसा लगता है कि हम दोनों के बीच में it's not 1 or 2 generations. You understand that? It's not 1 or 2 generations. I sometimes feel कि हम दोनों के बीच में 100 साल का फासला है. No, because what he will think, even I can't understand. Think I can't understand. I don't know what he'll speak. I mean, I have no idea. My brother-in-law's son is, I think what, he's in 8th or I think 6th only. And when he comes and talks to me, Poopa, like this. And I try to understand what he's trying to tell me, guys. Okay, this is that generation that follows Instagram. This is that generation that is so much exposed to OTT platforms that lot of purchases are driven by that, and we might not know a lot of things. We might not know a lot of things. We don't know who their influencers are. We don't know who drives them to buy. Spend time doing that, guys. Spend time doing that. How many of you have been to Delhi? Roadside food? परोठा खाया है दिल्ली में? कौन सा? मूलचंद का पराठा खाया? मूलचंद is the name of the person. नहीं? अरे खाया? डेंजर आदमी. Danger आदमी. You think about a variety and he makes paratha of that. They have a Chinese paratha. You open the paratha, the noodle comes out of it. Talk to somebody in China and tell we have got Chinese paratha. Yeah. पागल हो जाएगा. वो बोलेगा ऐसा हो कैसे सकता? बोला हाँ. We are like that. Trust me, guys. The ability to customize is something that we can't possess. Can't possess. I mean, one of my very close friend is a homeopathic doctor. He does not eat onion garlic. But he eats omelette. So he eats Jain omelette. I'm still trying to figure out कि कैसे बनता है ये. But that's okay, guys. The ability that we are existing, we demand things happen. Agreed. Sahib was talking about a very nice concept, ascertainment. People are asking, they're demanding. And if we at that level can go and meet to the demands, if at that level we can go and talk to them, reach out to them, if we can somewhere convert those demands into products or a combination of product and service, guys, trust me, we are doing magic. We are doing magic. I'll just give a very small example. One of my students is based in Dasuya, very small town place in Punjab. Many of you might not know. During lockdown, he used his WhatsApp to create an app. The story is, there were a lot of products at home and then people wanted that. So what this lady used to do is, they would call the retailer. When they call the retailer, I want namak. But he said, I don't have Tata. I want Tata namak only. That's fine. I mean, they can ask for anything. So just giving a name, Tata namak. How does it look? We don't know. Send a photo of the product. What he created is, there are in surrounding, there are about 5 to 7 stores. The message that is sent from one phone goes to all the 7 stores. Whoever can service it first replies, I have the product, and then they will send the person if there are so many number of products within that much time. Well, how did you develop that? Well, sir, it was easy. I knew WhatsApp, I knew this, so I tried to create this, I need to create this, I need to create this, and actually created a very small software. Very small software. All the retailers were telling him, you are a blessing for us, you are a blessing for us. But he's a family business owner, actually business is construction. Sold off the app for 4.5 lakh rupees. Now I don't know who has that. But lockdown is also over, he doesn't need the app, people go to buy things, etc. How fast can you customize, guys? How fast can you customize? That's the game changer. And we as people who are owners of our own business can perhaps do this fastest. Make sure you guys do that. Trust me guys, current times and the current environment of business is extremely beautiful, extremely beautiful. I mean, let the world talk about recession wherever they want to talk to. We at 140 crores and cruising at much better pace will never fall off population to buy the product. And local brands, local retail will be the real game changer in times to come, guys. I wish you all the best. Have a great time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. May I request Mr. Deepak Aswani ji to please do the honors. I request our professor to please accept a memento on our behalf. Thank you very much. थोड़ी देर के लिए तो हम बच्चे बन गए. We were listening to the professor with rapt attention. बहुत ही गंभीर बातें बोल रहे थे, बहुत ही सरल रूप से बोल रहे थे. तो that is the true hallmark of a professor. From how a trading person could be the richest person in the world to how even a simple, humble paratha is customized. Thank you, sir. Thank you. It's a pleasure listening to you. And I know you're all looking forward to the core of the evening, which is the award night. But just before we proceed to the award night, we have a book release event to be conducted on stage. Now, what is this book? It's called The Hot Brands of Kerala. That's compiled by Dhanam. Today, Kerala has several brands that stand tall amidst others. ഒരുപാട് പ്രോഡക്റ്റുകൾ മാർക്കറ്റിൽ ഇറങ്ങുന്നുണ്ടെങ്കിലും ചില ബ്രാൻഡുകൾ മറ്റ് ബ്രാൻഡുകളിൽ നിന്നും വ്യത്യസ്തമായി നിൽക്കുന്നു. അത് എന്തുകൊണ്ടെന്ന് ചോദിച്ചു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഒരു പക്ഷേ എല്ലാവരും എടുത്തു പറയുന്നത് അവരുടെ ബ്രാൻഡിങ് സ്ട്രാറ്റജീസ് കൊണ്ട് മാത്രമാണ്. അങ്ങനെ വളരെ സക്സസ്ഫുൾ ആയിട്ടുള്ള എസ്റ്റാബ്ലിഷ്ഡ് ബ്രാൻഡ്സ് ഒപ്പം ഇമേർജിംഗ് ബ്രാൻഡ്സ് അവരുടെ സ്ട്രാറ്റജീസ് എന്തൊക്കെയാണ് എന്ന് മനസ്സിലാക്കി അതെല്ലാം കൂടെ കമ്പൈൽ ചെയ്ത ഒരു പുസ്തകമാണിത്. സോ ദിസ് ഈസ് ഗോയിങ് ടു ബി എ വെരി റിസോഴ്സ്ഫുൾ book for all entrepreneurs and business persons who are looking forward to growing their business with the help of good branding strategies. So let's take a quick AV delineating what the book stands for. AV on Hot Brands of Kerala by Dhanam. Has punch, but I think we'll just reduce it for a bit. So now we'll go for the official book release. In order to officiate this little ceremony, I request Mr. Kurian Abraham, Chief Editor, Managing Director, Dhanam Publications, Mr. Bijo Kurian, Chairman, Retailers Association of India, Mr. Damodar Mall, CEO, Reliance Retail Value Format, Shri Venugopal C. Govind, Managing Partner, Verma and Verma, Mrs. Maria Abraham, Executive Editor and Director, Dhanam Publications, and Ms. Preeta T.S., the editor of the book from Dhanam Publications, to please join me on stage. I request Mr. Bijo Kurian to do the official honor of unveiling the book and launching Hot Brands of Kerala. Mr. Bijo Kurian, the book is going to contribute to the repertoire of knowledge that Dhanam holds out to the business community in Kerala. And here we go. Dhanam officially releases the book Hot Brands of Kerala. There we go. could prove to be game-changing for many to come. So thank you, Dhanam. An investment in knowledge pays the best interest. So this is definitely an investment to look forward to. Thank you. The lady behind the labor. Thank you, the gentlemen and the ladies here on stage. Some of you, I would be requesting again to walk up to the stage. Please excuse me for that because we have a little more a presentation to be done on stage. So now it's time. We've come to that significant watershed moment of the event. നമ്മുടെ ഏറ്റവും ആദ്യത്തെ ദിവസം ആരംഭിച്ച് മോർണിംഗ് സെഷൻ ക്ലോസ് ചെയ്യുമ്പോൾ one of the panelists mentioned how business is all about math. It's about mathematics. It's about numbers. So I am reminded of something, how 1 raised to the power 365 is 1, but 1.01 raised to the power 365 is 37.7. It's that 0.01, but put in consistently that makes the effort, that makes the difference. Consistent ആയിട്ട് 0.01 അല്ല അതിലും വലിയ എഫേർട്ടുകൾ ഇട്ടുകൊണ്ട് മുന്നോട്ട് കുതിച്ച് നീങ്ങുന്ന ചില ബിസിനസ് പ്രാക്ടീസസ് ബിസിനസ് പേഴ്സൺസിനുള്ള ആദരവാണ് ധനം അവാർഡ് നൈറ്റിലൂടെ നമ്മൾ അറിയിക്കാനായി ഉദ്ദേശിക്കുന്നത്. നെക്സ്റ്റ് ടു എക്സലൻസ് ഇസ് ദി അപ്രിസിയേഷൻ ഓഫ് ഇറ്റ്. സോ വി ആർ എക്സ്ട്രീംലി ഇലേറ്റഡ് ടു റെക്കഗ്നൈസ് എക്സലൻസ് ഇൻ ദി arena. So we've had a prominent panel of jury who sat on it and who identified and picked the best. So here is a video on the jury of the awards. We had 5 members in the panel. Shall we have the video played, please? The video is getting ready. Yes. Thank you, the jury. I think one round of applause is definitely required here because it's not an easy task to meticulously sift through the best of the best and then decide who could be adjudged the winner. And now we are ready to give away the awards. We have 7 categories. To present them, I first request Mr. Kurian Abraham, Chief Editor and MD Dhanam Publications, to please come up on stage. Joining him will be Mr. Bijo Kurian, Chairman, Retailers Association of India. A quick welcome to all of you. Please join me on stage. Mr. Damodar Mall, CEO, Reliance Retail Value Format. Professor Samish Dalal, Associate Professor, SP Jain School of Global Management. Mr. Deepak Aswani, Conference Chairman, Chairman and MD, Aswani Lakshman Das Group. Mr. Vijay Abraham, Vice President, Dhanam Publications. It is in your August presence that we will be giving away the awards to the awardees. The 7 categories are excellence in retail, in the home appliances segment, in food segment, building material, gold and jewelry, followed by PSU Retail Brand of the Year, and we've also identified Retailer of the Year and Franchiser of the Year. So these are the 7 categories that have been evaluated, and every winner will be announced by the technologically driven AV there. We want to incorporate technology also in it. ഏറ്റവും ആദ്യത്തെ category is excellence in retail food. Who is the best this year? Excellence in retail food segment. other than Paragon, Mr. Sumesh Govind, Managing Director, Paramount Group of Restaurants. Please come up on stage. The name itself is Paragon. That's synonymous with excellence, so no wonder. I request Mr. Damodar Mall to give away the award. Mr. Damodar Mall, if you could do the honors, please. Many more laurels, of course, await Paragon in the journey ahead. This is an accolade from Dhanam. And Mr. Sumesh Govind, a few words from your end. Just 2 words as acceptance speech from you.
The only word I can say is thanks so much for the recognition of hard work, our team as a whole, not just me, definitely. Enterprises can never be done by one person, but our whole team, the Paragon team. Once again, thanks so much for recognizing that effort and giving such a prestigious award in such an extreme audience. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And keep bringing joy to Kerala's taste buds. Thank you. And I'd also like to thank Deepak Aswani ji and Mr. Vijay Abraham. Thank you very much for joining. Yes. And we are ready with the next category. And this is, again, Excellence in Retail, Home Appliances segment. Along with the recipient, may I also invite Mr. Joseph Lijo, General Manager, SPC, and Mr. Manoj George, Deputy General Manager, Dhanam Publications, onto the stage to be part of the presenting team here. Welcome, sirs. And we have Mr. Peter Paul, the Managing Director of Pitapalil Agencies, the recipient of the award, Excellence in Retail, Home Appliances segment, Mr. Damodar Mall. Once again, may I invite you to present the award to the winner. Sir, ഒരു ചെറിയൊരു മറുപടി പ്രസംഗത്തിനായി ക്ഷണിക്കുന്നു.
It's a prestigious award for me. Dhanam is 35 years and I am completing 33 years in business. It's very prestigious. I'm really thankful to Dhanam Group, Mr. Viju Kurian. As Mr. Sumesh said, this award is not only for my effort, it's a whole team. My first staff, 33 years, is still with me. I have 40 staffs, about 25 years of service. The dedication of my staff and the support of my family. Somebody was telling the family taking care of the house and other things will definitely boost the morale of the people. So I dedicate this award to my family as well as my staff. Thank you, Dhanam. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Apparently, your staff is also your family because they've been there right from the birth. So thank you. Thank you so much, sir. And all the very best. Keep moving forward. And I'd like to thank Mr. Joseph Lijo and Ms. Manoj George for joining us. Thank you. And poised to find out who is being adjudged the winner in Excellence in Retail Building Material segment. ABC Group. Along with the recipient, we would love to have Ms. Maria Abraham, the Executive Editor and Director of Dhanam Publications, and Ms. Geena T.S., the Associate Editor, Dhanam Publications, onto the stage to be part of this gracious presenting team. We wholeheartedly congratulate Mr. Mohammad Madani, Founder and Chairman, ABC Group. Mr. Damodar Mall, once again, if you could bestow the award. Kudos to you. We saw the map connecting different parts of the world. Next year, I'm sure the map is going to be even more comprehensive and elaborate. A few words from the recipient will be much appreciated. Welcome, sir.
Good evening to everyone. Wholehearted thank you for this award for Dhanam. Dedicated to my team members, all stakeholders, my customers, supporters. Thank you.
Thank you to you. Ms. Maria and Ms. Geena, happy to have you. Thank you. Shall we now proceed to the next category? This is Excellence in Retail, Gold and Jewelry. And the winner is Bima Group. Congratulations, Team Bima. May I invite Mr. Anil Kumar, Managing Consultant and Executive Coach and Trainer, former Vice President of Reliance Retail, and Professor Joshi Joseph, the Associate Professor of IIM Kozhikode, onto the stage to give away the award, and the recipient, Dr. B. Govindan, Chairman, Bima Group. Warmest welcome to you. ഭീമ എന്ന പേര് തന്നെ ജയന്റ് ആണ്. ആ ജയന്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ബ്രാൻഡായി കൂടുതൽ മുന്നോട്ട് കുതിക്കുവാൻ ഭീമയ്ക്ക് സാധിക്കട്ടെ എന്ന് ആശംസിക്കുന്നു. ഐ റിക്വസ്റ്റ് മിസ്റ്റർ വിജോ കൊറിയൻ ടു പ്രസന്റ് ദി അവാർഡ് ടു ദി അവാർഡി ദിസ് ടൈം. Hearty congratulations to you, sir. And now for your response, please.
I dedicate. I dedicate this award to the goldsmiths who are working day and night for the from solid gold to beautiful jewelry, day and night. Bringing it to the shops. And it is marketed by the sales team, that is managers and the sales people and the marketing team, who are able to bring them to the customers and who use them. Ladies who, whenever they buy the jewelry, it is creating an asset to them. And whenever they need the assets whenever they need the money for their children's education, for who are feeling upset in the family by health, which is being utilized by the jewelry. Thank you for everything. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. This is one common streak that we get to see in all the awardees. They are deflecting it. They say, this is not mine, this belongs to so many others who've been part of the journey, and that's precisely why they are here. So congratulations to Bima there, and I'd like to thank Anil Kumarji. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, sir. And now we proceed to the next category. I request Professor Joshi, sir, to please stay back. If you could, we would like your presence to be continued for the next category as well. And this is PSU Retail Brand of the Year. brand of the year is Fed. Congratulations, Fed. I request Ms. Jasmine Sadiq, Regional Manager, Fed, to please accept the award. Welcome, ma'am. And Mr. Bijo Kurian, once again, I invite you to make the presentation. Madam, a few words from you.
നമസ്കാരം. കേരഫെഡിന് ഇത്രയും നല്ലൊരു അവാർഡ് നൽകിയ ധനം ഗ്രൂപ്പിന് കേരഫെഡിൻ്റെ പേരിൽ നന്ദി അറിയിക്കുന്നു. നമ്മൾക്ക് ഓരോരുത്തർക്കും നമ്മളുടെ ഒരു സന്തോഷം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് പണമോ പ്രശസ്തിയോ സ്റ്റാറ്റസോ ഒന്നുമല്ല. നമ്മൾക്ക് ആരോഗ്യമുള്ള ശരീരം, ആരോഗ്യമുള്ള ഉണ്ടാകുക എന്നുള്ളതാണ്. ഓരോ ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് നിങ്ങളുടെ ആരോഗ്യത്തിനായിട്ട് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് യാതൊരുവിധ കലർപ്പില്ലാത്ത ഭക്ഷ്യ എണ്ണയാണെങ്കിലും ബാക്കി പ്രോഡക്റ്റ്സ് ആണെങ്കിലും കേരഫെഡിന് അഭിമാനപൂർവ്വം ജനങ്ങൾക്ക് നൽകാനായി എന്നുള്ളതാണ് ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഏറ്റവും വലിയ സന്തോഷം. ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഈ അവാർഡിന് ഞങ്ങൾക്ക് കിട്ടിയ ഈ അവാർഡ് നിങ്ങൾക്കും കേരളത്തിലെ ഓരോ ജനങ്ങൾക്കും ഞങ്ങൾ തന്ന ഒരു അഭിമാനമായിട്ട് തന്നെ ഞങ്ങളിത് സ്വീകരിക്കുന്നു.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Rightly said. He who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. അപ്പോൾ ആരോഗ്യപരമായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ജീവിതം നമുക്ക് മലയാളികൾക്ക് സമ്മാനിക്കണം എന്നതാണ് ഏറ്റവും പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ഉദ്ദേശം എന്ന് ഓർമ്മിച്ചുകൊണ്ടാണ് മാഡം സംസാരിച്ചത്. താങ്ക് യു വെരി മച്ച്, പ്രൊഫസർ ജോഷി ജോസഫ്. താങ്ക് യു. And we have just 2 more categories left. That is going to be Retailer of the Year and Franchiser of the Year. So why don't we first take a look at who is the Retailer of the Year. Retailer of the Year is Pothys. Congratulations, Team Pothys. I invite Mr. Emma Subramanian, Managing Director Attic Systems, onto the stage to also be part of the presenting team here. Welcome, sir. And now the recipient, Mr. Vinod Mundekar, General Manager, Pothys. If you could please step onto the dais and accept this award, the Alayam of Textiles, which translates as the Temple of Textiles. I request Mr. Bijo Kurian himself to give away the award. And now your response, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. See, as far as Pothys is concerned, Pothys, it is a 90 years old organization. A lot of people doesn't know that. And we have 17 stores. We have started in Kerala. Kerala, it is not an easy market, as everybody said. It's retail, it's becoming tough. A lot of new players are there. So 10 years down the line, 10 years before we have started. And it's all the hard work which we have put in. And thank you very much for all my company colleagues to make this award for us today. Thank you very much.
Thank you to you, sir. May you hit many centuries, not just one, because you're nearing the first century soon. Thank you, Subramanian ji. Thank you very much. And we have just one more category left out. What is an award ceremony without asking for some guesses? അപ്പോൾ ഇതിനൊരു ഗസ്സെങ്കിലും ചോദിക്കാതെ വിട്ട് കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ ഇതൊരു മോണോലോഗ് ആയിപ്പോവും. ഞാൻ മാത്രമായിട്ട് ഇവിടെ സംസാരിക്കുന്നത് പോലെ ആയിപ്പോവും. ഫ്രാഞ്ചൈസർ ഓഫ് ദ ഇയർ അവാർഡാണ് അടുത്തത്. why don't you volunteer some guesses? Who do you think is likely to be adjudged as the franchiser of the year? ഇനിയിപ്പോൾ വീഡിയോ വേണ്ടതായാലും എന്നാലും ഇരിക്കട്ടെ. Let's have the video, please. Congratulations, Team Naturals. And to also join the team of presenters here, may we have Mr. Deepak Aswani once again up here on stage. Venugopal C, sir, please join. And now the recipient, Mr. C.K. Kumaravel, CEO and co-founder, Natural Salon and Spa. Mr. Vijay Kurian, may I request you to give away the award. Words of Sir is tech savvy. Every moment has to be captured and saved. Thank you, sir. Words from you.
Thank you to Dhanam Group and the juries for bestowing such an honor for Naturals. It's an absolute pleasure. I dedicate this award to all the women entrepreneurs out there and the going to be women entrepreneurs. I believe the coming decade is going to be women's decade. So far, women have taken care of home. I think the time has come. They will change the landscape of India and they will rule the business world in the coming decade. My best wishes to all of them.
Such reassuring words from you. Thank you very much. I request you all to stay back and also request our recipients of the award to join us on stage. We are inching towards one huge frame of photo to be clicked. So please, if we could have all the recipients once again back here on stage, please join us. Mr. Sumesh Govind, Mr. Peter Paul, Mr. Mohammed Madani, Dr. B. Govindan, Ms. Jasmine Sadiq, Mr. Vinod Mundekar, and jury members, some of them are here. I request the other members of the panel also to please join. Mr. Deepak Aswani, Professor Joshi Joseph, Shri Emma Subramanian. Once again, if you could please step up onto the dais. And all the speakers of today's event, why don't we have an array of speakers up here on stage? Shirley ma'am, Shirley Regimond is a speaker, is also a partner. She's associated with us on many levels. Madam, come. Dr. Chakochan Matai, Anil Kumar ji, Naushad sir, Jimol ma'am. Where are you? Yes, please come, please come. Deepthi madam, if you could also join the illustrious galaxy of personas here. Have we missed out any of the speakers? Because the lights here are blinding, so we are fighting against this energy source to find you all amidst the team. And of course, Mrs. Maria Abraham, Mr. Vijay Abraham and Ms. Geena, we would want you also to be part of it. Without our sponsors, none of this would have been as grand as it is today. So I think one representative from each partner of the day would be great. നമ്മുടെ സ്പോൺസേഴ്സിൻ്റെ ഭാഗത്തു നിന്നും ഓരോ എൻറ്റിറ്റിയിൽ നിന്നും ഒരു റെപ്രസെൻറ്റേറ്റീവ് വേദിയിൽ വരികയാണെങ്കിൽ നമുക്ക് കുറച്ചും കൂടി റിച്ച് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു ഫോട്ടോ സെഷൻ ആയിരിക്കും ഇത്. Some of them are joining. So much of excellence on one stage. Thank you for joining. And one good, happy, smiling picture, then we are good to go. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but we have promises to keep and miles to go before we sleep. So these are all those names that will be going miles and miles, that will also enable many to walk miles and miles together. Good. Photography team is happy, satisfied? Yes. Thank you. Oh yes, that would have definitely called for an applause. I request Maria Madam and Aswani ji to please stay back just for a bit, just for a moment. Aswani ji is the conference chairman who has been enthusiastically working towards the success of the conference. Brick by brick, he has been building the conference up. So this is our joy. These are very rare occasions where we get to present a memento to you, because you've been the one presenting mementos to everybody else. Oh, you cannot deny, sir. This is our pleasure. So one picture together at least. Just for, you will make us happy. Thank you, Aswani ji. I know you're taking it very reluctantly, but this is the only way with which we can express our gratitude. Those are two meticulous planners. Maria ma'am definitely deserves a memento. Ashwani ji angane adu transfer cheyidu. I know. I think this is passing the parcel. Both of them are giving mementos to each other, mutually expressing their admiration and respect for one another. So thank you. And I do remember right from the morning I'd been urging all of you to click pictures, and now it's time to reveal which picture has been selected as the best among the lot. We've received a flurry of pictures. It was an overwhelming response. So we thank you all for sincerely clicking pictures with the Dhanam Retail Summit as hashtag. And idile Vijay ennu parayunnathu is Mr. Arun Davis. Mr. Arun Davis, your picture has been adjudged as the best. So it was wonderful seeing your picture. He's here. So I'd request him to collect the prize right away. Let's have Ms. Geena on stage. Mr. Arun Davis, come. അദ്ദേഹത്തിൻ്റെ ഫോട്ടോ കുമരവേൽ സാറുടെ കൂടെ നിന്നിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു സെൽഫി ആയിരുന്നു. അതിലെ ക്യാപ്ഷനാണ് ഞങ്ങളെ ഏറ്റവും അധികം ആകർഷിച്ചത്. 700 സാലോണിൻ്റെ ഉടമയും വെറും 2 സാലോണിൻ്റെ ഉടമയും കൂടെ ഒരുമിച്ച് നിൽക്കുന്നു എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞുകൊണ്ടാണ് പുള്ളി ആ ഫോട്ടോ ഇട്ടത്. അതായിരുന്നു നമ്മുടെ ഏറ്റവും വലിയ ഹൈലൈറ്റ്. Thank you. That was very creative. Thank you, Ms. Geena. You would want the picture to be displayed. Let's get the picture ready. Meanwhile, officially, we are ready to pull down the curtains on the session so far. To propose vote of thanks, I'd like to invite the assistant editor of Dhanam, Ms. Rakhi Parvati. The very vibrant Ms. Rakhi Parvati will come up on stage and express a debt of gratitude to many who made this event possible.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We have come to the end of yet another successful retail franchise summit and award night. Over the course of the day, we have had senior industry professionals deliberate on various topics, and we hope that you have gained immensely from this summit. First and foremost, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest for the award function, Mr. Damodar Mall, CEO, Reliance Retail Value Format, and also the chief guest of the morning session, Mr. Bijo Kurian, Chairman, Retailer Association of India, for having very graciously participated in today's event. I would also like to thank the keynote speakers and panelists and other distinguished guests for sharing their knowledge and expertise. Special thanks to our conference chairman, Mr. Deepak Aswaniji, and all of our jury members for their time and support in selecting the winners of this retail awards. This summit, which has now become a benchmark for the industry, would not have been possible without the unflinching support of our sponsors and partners. Our gold sponsors, Jyoti Labs, Malabar Gold and Diamonds, KBIP, our silver sponsors, Milan Designs, Group Miran, Manappuram Finance, Brahmins, SPC, Globex Media Hub, Choirboard, Cedar Retail. We also thank our OOH media partner, Aishwarya, and Liso Chocolates. The C Media and the Ergo team played an important role in ensuring the smooth conduct of the event. And you all know the Drum Circle team just rocked the show. Let's have an applause. Thank you from all of us. Special thanks to Le Meridian for all the arrangements. A special word of praise and appreciation to my own colleagues who have been working countless days and hours to bring together a summit for this teacher. Last but not least, the success of any conference is the delegates. Our sincere thanks to each and every one of you making it for the event from different parts of the country. You have truly been a great audience. Thank you. ഇന്നത്തെ ഈ ഇവൻറ്റിൻ്റെ ഭാഗമായ എല്ലാവർക്കും ധനത്തിൻ്റെ പ്രത്യേക നന്ദി അറിയിക്കുന്നു. ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി നന്ദി നന്ദി നന്ദി. Before I sign off, I request everyone to join us for dinner. Thank you and good night.
താങ്ക് യു. നന്ദി 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 എന്ന് തിരിച്ചും പറയാണ്. എല്ലാവരെയും ഓർത്ത് എല്ലാവർക്കും നന്ദി അറിയിച്ചുകൊണ്ടാണ് മിസ്റ്റർ രാഖി ഇവിടെ സംസാരിച്ചത്. അത് തന്നെ ഞാൻ വീണ്ടും പറയുന്നു, ഇറ്റ്സ് സച്ച് എ ഡിലൈറ്റ് ടു ഹാവ് യു ഓൾ ജോയിൻ ഹിയർ ടുഡേ. ധനം ഹാസ് ഓൾവേസ് ബീൻ എ ട്രെയിൽ ബ്ലേസർ. ധനത്തിൻ്റെ ചരിത്രത്തിൽ ഇന്നത്തെ ദിവസം ഒരു പ്രധാനപ്പെട്ട ചാപ്റ്ററായി മാറും. ആ ചാപ്റ്ററുടെ ഭാഗമായത് നിങ്ങളെല്ലാവരും വന്നതുകൊണ്ടാണ് അതൊരു മുഖ്യമായ അധ്യായമായി മാറുന്നത്. അപ്പോൾ എല്ലാവർക്കും പ്രത്യേകം നമ്മുടെ നന്ദി അറിയിക്കുന്നു. നമുക്ക് എല്ലാവർക്കും ഇനി ഒരുമിച്ച് ഭക്ഷണം കഴിക്കാം. I think I'll borrow the words of Robert Browning, but a man's reach should exceed his grasp, or what's a heaven for? So let's all keep exceeding our grasp and look for the heavens. Thank you all very much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a fine evening ahead. I'll see you at dinner. Thank you.